What's up, Kengan fans? It is time for the latest chapter review for Kengan Omega chapter 286 entitled Payback. And, you know, I wish it were April Fool's, or at least the month of April. Or, you know, I wouldn't be completely stealing from, like, Craig Ferguson or something if I just sat here, twiddled my thumbs, and did an awkward pause. Because I don't care about this. We're not doing Campfire Shokugeki no Kengan with the 3 best characters in the verse, and instead we went over to the worst Fang of Metsudo wearing a thong on his face because the 8th Fang literally caved his nose in, fighting against our supposed main character, who is such a petty little bitch that one quick boom that knocked him on his ass over 2 fucking years ago is there just to fight. Like, the pettiness of Koga does not endear me to him. I have a score to settle. I mean, he just doesn't have the swagger to pull off that kind of pettiness and make it sound cool. Plus, really, this out of shape, out of, you know, the weakest Fang, they hype him up. He's just basically using all Nico style, except for his Crescent Moon kick, which makes... that's a face only a mother could love. Though I think that the internet was doing something else with that face, saying something about what happens when a woman is doing. Anyways, point is that, yeah, I just... Does anybody care about this? Like, seriously, even if the... like, is the chapter well drawn? Is it well written? Is it blah, 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 blah? But really? Like, we rushed some of the fights in the tournament so we could get through the real tournament. It was very clear that Sandro was not invested in this tournament and wanted to conclude it as quickly as possible. So we didn't get extended fights. We didn't get extended paneling. And we rushed this because we wanted to get back to that campfire for only half a chapter. And not even that. After the campfire, we go to this? I understand the idea that Koga is supposedly our main character, but he doesn't have that main character energy. Oma's alive and well, so Koga, take a back seat to your betters. You know what I mean? It's just... and his development is just off the charts. A guy who literally, boom, he just casually, bam, and he went down like crazy, is now going to fight toe-to-toe with this guy. And of course, he's never going to take a hit because he's Nico styling his way through victory. And we're told with this frustrated Yumigahara, Yunigahama, whatever the fuck his name is, that the stupid 6 Fang. And he's fighting him and he's like, oh my god, this pressure. I mean, like, we're being told, okay, this guy's really dangerous. Well, Koga, why the fuck, first off, didn't you bring Ryuki with you to witness, you know, in case things turn south? He's got a knife, and I know the joke in the community that people who use weapons are basically all trash in this series, blah, blah, blah. But the fact of the matter is, he's killing people for the Yakuza. You're pissing him off, and you're willingly doing this death battle, because it is a death battle if Yuma has his way, but this is our main character, blah, blah, he's going to be fine. And we're just told by Koga, if he hits me, if he catches me, I'm in for a world of hurt. Well, if he's that dangerous, if he's that strong, then I'm sorry, your 2 years of learning the Nico style should not be enough to catch a former bodyguard who rose to the position of the 6th Fang. I'm sorry. I don't care how out of shape this guy is. I don't care that Koga has the fist eye. I don't care that Roland and Agito, for some fucked up reason, are actually invested in helping Koga train. That makes 0 sense. I'm still on that one. That came out of nowhere. And the fact of the matter is that... No, I don't buy this. Because by this logic too, Koga's already surpassed a lot of people, you know? And I'm just... I'm not there for that. I don't think Koga's an A-level gladiator. I don't think he can go toe-to-toe with any of the original, the 3 demon fists. He can't go toe-to-toe with the 2 kings. He can't beat Carlos. So that's my biggest problem here, is that I just do not, this fight does not matter. I don't know anybody who actually cares. If we never saw the Six Fang in the story again, what are we doing? Wrapping up loose ends? Oh, after Purgatory, he fell on bad luck, and now he's doing hits for the mob, or carving up bodies, or doing some Leatherface bullshit in this garage. I don't care. I could have been told that in a volume extra, and Koga, I'm sorry, you literally seek this guy out to literally potentially get stabbed. Because even though he's dominating right now, and we're seeing that, blah, 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 he's the one saying, oh my god, like, if I take one hit, it might be all over for me. Then why are you doing this? Your pride is literally going to get you killed, and it's not for any honor thing. He literally bitch slapped you because you were a weak-ass bitch. Which he's still, I'm sorry, you're C tier at best, and or maybe low B, you're still a weak-ass bitch. And you're doing this because you're trying to prove something to yourself, and I'm not about that. I'm supposed to be focused on our main character's journey and stuff like that, but all the other guys' stories are far better. Oma's story is better. And with Ryuki being another clone of Shen, he's got more relevance to the story. Koga is just this placeholder. He's just this guy who just wants to be the main character, wants to be the best. He's like a self-insert, and no one's paying attention to him. Nobody cares. Even Shen makes fun. Just keep working out. Like, I can't help you at this level. You are literally 2 down here. But we have Oma and his fantastic story. We have Agito and his fantastic story. We have Wakatsuki development. We have, in the forest, learning the super chocolatey covered demon's bane of death to the Nico style Blast Core 2.0 Death Ball Kamehameha. He's learning that shit. That is more interesting than Koga's entire journey. Okay? So, this chapter did absolutely nothing. I'm glad I stopped the reactions after the end of the tournament, because reacting to this would have just been a waste of time. And I think, there we go, I didn't want to send out a 2-minute video, you know what I mean? But I think I bitch, moan, and complain long enough here to just say, I don't care. Like, people bitching about the real tournament, I'm sorry, this chapter was the biggest waste all year. This chapter is a 0 out of 10 because I have 0 investment in this. Whether our main character fucking dies here, I don't care. I don't care the outcome of this fight. I don't care what happens to either of these characters at this junction, because this came out of left field. It comes out of nowhere. There's no build-up, there's no setup, and there's no placeover. Koga's just a petty bitch, and the Six Fang never interested me in the first place. So, great. We're wasting an entire chapter on this when we could have seen Kuroki, drinking more sake and talking with Shen. That is miles more interesting. Why did we only allow a third of last chapter to that, to our Shokugeki no Kengan, and then we jump back to this Omega bullshit? Like, I'm not, that's just me, but what do you guys think? Let me know down in the comment section down below. Worst chapter of the year, in my opinion, only solely because, is it paced well? Fine, Danny. Is this fight good? Meh. And stuff like that. It's just, I just don't care. So it's not like it's a 0 out of 10 chapter objectively. It's just my give a shit factor about what happens. If this had ever happened, you could have skipped this fight. I never would have cared. I never wanted to know what happened to the Six Fang after Purgatory, unless it was going to be relevant to the other Fangs of Metsuda. Was he going to get revenge on Purgatory gladiators? Was he going to something, unless it was relevant to another character who mattered, not because you took a bitch slap because you were a weak-ass bitch, Koga. Like, man, oh man. Anyways, that's it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know if you actually are invested in this whatsoever. Please, I want to know. And this is not me hating on Koga. Koga's fine, but we have so many more interesting characters, more relevant to the plot right now, and so much more plot to do. And to rush through Roland versus Agito and Gao Lang versus Agito, we could have gotten 2 more chapters of that. and then we're getting this instead? Like, it's Christmas season. Why are you giving me coal in my stocking, man? So, anyways, that's it from me. Let me know what you guys think. Like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you guys back here next time. Have a good one. See ya.